Start from HTML under the tag list.html file and follow the body tag. Under body tag, you can write one heading, HTML, input tags, syntax example. Not lot of properties, just basic syntax example. Come down below. Create a text box. First, write a paragraph. The input elements with or the input elements for single line input. Single line input. Check now. Come down below. Write called text box. Text box. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. Check now. Are you getting one text box? Input type equal to text. Check now. Run the page. See, are you getting one text box? One text box will appear. In the text box, type your name in the first line and type your surname in the next line. Try. Is it happening? Your name, type your name in the first line, type your surname in the next line. No or yes? No. Means whatever you are typing, it is remain in the same line. So because of that, it is called as a single line input. Single line input. Using that, you cannot collect the multiple line input from user. Write the next. Password. Input type equal to password. Check now. In the password field, whichever we type, it will come as encrypted. ... In the password field, whatever we type, it will not be visible. It will come as a dot dot dot. By default, it will come encrypted. That is because of type is different. Type is password. One place we wrote, it is coming. Another place we wrote, it is just hidden. Value is there, but it's as a hidden. Okay. Now after that, both are printing in the same line or next line. We have remember one theory. If two tag will print in the same line, then it is called as a inline element. Inline element. See, text box and password both are taking the single line. That is not inline element. That is called single line input element. Both are taking the input in the same line. Same line in the sense of what? Enter key is working here. So you type here. Type something, press enter. Came in the same line? Not working? So what do you call it? Single line input element. Single line input element. Okay. Now both are printing in the same line. So what we can say? Inline element. एक second. One person is calling. Maybe some. Hello. बोलिए. अविनाश. मतलब अभी ये क्लास चल रहा है. हम क्लास खत्म करके कॉल करते हैं. Okay, there is a two word. One is called dependent element. Dependent element, what do you remember of that? Those tags that has open and close. That is called as a dependent. Look at here. H1 is open and close, so called as a dependent. Input box, it is open and closed together. It's called as a independent. Independent. There is no separate closing for that. It's called as a independent. That theory we have in mind already. Another one. If the tag will print in the same line, then it's called as a inline. The tag print in the new lines called as a block. So look there, both the text box are printing in the same line. That is called as a inline. It is not as a block. Block is this one. Block is here. H1 is separate and the paragraph is separate. Both are printing a new line. That's called as a block level element. Okay, but these two text boxes are printing in the same line. It's called as a inline element. Those theory we have already, and it is in mind. Keep it separate. Okay. Now after that, in this page you saw when you are writing something here and pressing the enter key, is it printing in the new line? No, it is coming in the same line. So for that you will call it single line input element or single line input tag. Single line input tag. Those tag where enter key will not work. Those tag where enter key will not work, that is called single line input, where we can enter only single line. Here also we are writing something. Enter writing means enter key will not work here. That's called as a single line input. Okay, single line input. Come to the next. Now after that, write one more. What we have called number. Number. Input type equal to number. Input type equal to number. Input type equal to number. You will see in this you can enter the numbers. You will enter the number in this. Number Number or something else you are able to enter? Only number. Mozilla will allow a string also. Mozilla will allow a string also. But once you click on submit button, then Mozilla will understand, oh, there is a mistake. User has entered the string under the number field. So that we can protect through the JavaScript. User cannot enter a string under the input number. Okay. After that, check again. This is also printing in the same line. So this is also called as a inline element. Okay. Because text box, password, and your number all three are inline element. It will not go to the next line by default. So in case if you want to bring in the next line, what we will follow? We have a tag called BR. Now see, BR is not a dependent element. BR is also independent element. One BR, one more BR, and keep one more BR here. Follow the BR everywhere. Hope written. Check now. All three should go to the new line. Check now. All should go to the new line. But see, look like congested. So what we can do? If one BR has break one line, why can't we apply one more BR? The double line break will happen. Double line break will happen. You will see the double space. One BR is equal to one enter key. From the keyboard, when we press enter key, what will happen? It will go to the new line. If you press again enter key, it will become as a third line. So one BR is equal to one enter key. Okay, two BR is equal to double enter key. So you will have a lot of space between two text boxes. So for that purpose, I have given the double BR. So this okay. Let it be. Alignment wise, you don't worry. We have multiple solutions to alignment. Now come below. Now write the next paragraph. Call the input element the input element to select to choose from given. The input element to choose from given. Okay, given. The input element to choose from given. User is going to choose the from the given. What are those? We have one call that is called checkbox. The right call checkbox. One more is their email. We can write here email input type equal to email. Input type equal to email. Okay, email a small email. See, everywhere you have follow the same tag. Input only, input only, input only, input only. Property is the same. Type. Value is different. One place is the text, another place is the password, next place is number, third place is the email. So you can say the tag is same, property is same, but the values are different. According to value, the UI will get changed. If the password, then password functionality will get applied. If the email, then email functionality will get applied. Okay, next after that, input type equal to checkbox. Input type equal to checkbox. Right in the last, maybe Apple. Create one more checkbox. Mango. One more checkbox. Orange. One more checkbox. Grapes. And save it. Check now. How many checkbox? 4 checkbox. All checkbox will come in one line. All checkbox will come in one line. Ah. Three checkboxes in same line or multiple line? Same. This is called inline element. Okay, come down after that. Sir. Let's go ahead. Next we have called radio button. So in this checkbox, are you able to enter the value? We cannot enter the value. We can select the option from given. Maybe you can select one, or you can select two, or you can select three, or you select all, up to your wish. Okay, why I am not able to select? Okay. Maybe loading. Okay, now. Okay, so it's able to select one or multiple. Okay, there is another input element that says like multiple are there, but out of multiple you can select anyone. That is called your radio. So you can write here BR because that also will try to print in the same line. BR write 2 times. So sufficient space will get applied and it will be helpful for you. Radio. So we can write here input type equal to radio. Radio. Write here something male and female. Male and female. You will select both as of now. We have to apply some property to keep the limitation. We have to apply some property to keep the limitation. User should not select multiple. User should select anyone. Clear? Getting to radio button, but unfortunately we can select both. We have a property right here. We have not added the property anywhere, but in this we'll add a property called name. 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 Example, give anything. ABC. Here also give name property equal to ABC. Name equal to ABC. Name equal to ABC. Check now. Are you able to select both? Name should be common name. Long back, 8 years before, 9 years before, when I was giving the interview, people used to ask the difference between radio button and checkbox. That time in the like no more question was from JavaScript and all. Very less question was from JavaScript and other. People were asking some 10-15 questions from HTML. In that one difference was this. What is the difference between radio button and checkbox? But now this become as a non-interview question because there is something else. Okay. So difference between radio button and checkbox, you can say you can select multiple checkbox, you can select only one radio button. Then how to select only one radio button? We have to give the name property. And name should be same for both. Suppose you have 10 radio button, you have to give the common name for both. Then it will not allow to select more than one. It will allow to select only one. Now, able to select one or two? Only one?
Sir, excuse me, sir, one question.
Tell me.
Sir, in checkbox, suppose we want to restrict the user to just one or two choices, then is it possible with any attribute or something?
Everything is possible. We have to take the help from JavaScript.
Okay, okay. So now you're not telling, right? With JavaScript, you'll do that.
Yes, yes. If you want to select only one checkbox, then don't use the checkbox. Use the radio button.
No, suppose he want to select 2 or 3. We will restrict it to 2 or 3, not more than that. In that case, I'm asking.
We can restrict.
Okay, okay.
As soon as the user will check the checkbox, we will send a information to JavaScript to check, like see how many user has selected. If already user has selected one, then they can select the second. But as soon as he will select the second, after that limit will be over. Once he will try clicking on third one, it will say sorry, you can't, because, or maybe you select the second, first will be unchecked. You select the fourth, second, third will be unchecked. So any two you can take, not more than.
Thank you, sir.
Multiple options we have. Okay, let's go next. After that, Next, after this, what we will do is you can write the next property, next tag. What is the next tag we have? Next tag you have called select. Select. Write br. You can write here called select. Select open, select close. It is called dependent element because there is a open and close. Dependent element. It's called open and close. Open and close. Now come inside the select. Under the select, you have to write the option. What are the options should display to the user? The first option we are going to give called choose. You will understand, oh, I have to choose from here. Second option you are going to give Bangalore. Third option we are going to give Mumbai. Fourth option you give anything. Chennai. Fifth option you give anything. Delhi. Now run the page. You will find once you click on the box, drop down will get open. Once you click on the box, drop down will get open. Now options are coming. Now suppose there is a 200 option. Assume 4, 5 here you displayed easily. If you have 200 options, then what will do? User will get confused which city belong to which state. Right? So there is an option called OPT group. OPT group. Whichever the option you are displaying here, you can group that option, saying like this particular city belong to Karnataka. This particular city belong to Maharashtra. So user will click on that. They'll say, okay, under the Karnataka, these all are the option. Under the Maharashtra, these all are the option. So that is called OPT group. So let's implement that also. So hope your page look like this. Something. Okay, just you are writing the only syntax of HTML input elements. For one element, there is a 10 properties. For one text box, 10 property. Property, how you have written type equal to text. Similar way, you can write max length 10. That is called what? Limit the number of characters. Next, we have called, like you can say placeholder, message per user. Next, user should type or user should not type. Enable, disabled. Okay. So again, the text box need to communicate with the CSS. Text box need to communicate with the JavaScript. Text box need to communicate with the backend. So for all technology, there is a different property. Okay, come down next. Right here, another option. One more select to write. Okay, right. Select plus OPT group. OPT group. Select plus OPT group. Option group. OPT group is nothing but option group. Now let's go inside, write the select. Okay, inside the select, right here call the option, choose box. Choose box, just a scenario. Under that, You are not going to display directly list of books. We are going to categorize the books. Example of OPT group, OPT group open, OPT group close. You will write there called label, LABEL, spelling makes sure, LABEL, 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 label called technologies. Okay, one option group. Second option group, marketing. Third option group, finance. And fourth option group, something called entertainment, or maybe something else, right? General. Okay, so these all are the category you have defined: technology, marketing, finance, and general. Now you run the page and see, are you able to select anything from there? Apart from choose book, are you able to select anything? No. Those are called tagline. Those are called as a category. So the label you can't select, OPT group you can't select. Under the OPT group now, we have to display some option for technology, some option for marketing, some option for finance, and some option for general. Go next, run this file. See how that look. It is like this. You can't select anything from here. Once you have written it, we need to add the option under the each OPT group. We need to add the option under the each OPT group. So total 4 OPT group we have, 4 or 5? 4. Under the 4 OPT group, we are going to add now the options. Let's see the options. Go under the technology block, write their option, Java technology, next Node.js technology, next Python technology, next UI technology. Okay, check now. So from the technology group, you can select anyone. From the technology group, you can select anyone. Clear? From the technology, we are able to select anyone. Okay, come to the marketing. Come to the marketing portion. Under the marketing portion, you can add one option for banking. for transport, for IT. Similar way, under the finance you can add something, and under the general you can add something. And check once how it look. Hope ready? Yes, no. Added the data everywhere. So OPT group for what purpose? To group multiple options. So when from today onwards, if you open the internet, if you go to any form and you find like this, so in your mind that word should hunt directly saying like, oh, he has used the select and OPT group. Okay. Come next. Go ahead next. Next we have option that is called not okay. So in this, how many we are there? Three was there. One is checkbox, another radio button, another one is called select. After this come next option, next not option, we have called file. Okay, so write in next paragraph. Next paragraph, to upload any type of file. To upload any type of file. We have option here. Input type equal to file. Check. It will give you browse option. It will give you a browse option. Using that we can browse and we can upload something. So we are getting the file option, browse option, upload any type of file, choose. If you select here, it will give the option, okay, you can select any file. And after that, if you have upload button, you can click on that and you can upload it. Going next. Next, we need to write a paragraph. For what purpose? To ask multi-line input from user. To ask multi-line input from user. to ask multi-line input from user. To ask multi-line input from user, we have something called text area. Text area. Text area open, text area close. Check in that. It will allow you to enter multiple line. Multi-line input we can enter. Let's come to the browser now. Again, enter the value under the text area. It can be resized also. It is the default size, a small size. You can capture that left corner, right bottom corner, this one, and increase, decrease, and you can write here multiple line. Press enter key, it will come to the next line. Press enter key, it will go to the next line, and the next line. Correct. So these all are the input elements. So this all we need to organize properly using table, and then we need to follow some more property so that it will look better. We need to add the button, submit button. We need to add the button, reset button. So hope working for everyone. We will be moving to the next example. Now for input tab, we will create 6-7 pages. And in each page, you will learn 2-3 new property. 2-3 new property. Okay, so within 6-7 pages, you will remember so many property. Everything you can't write in one file. So we will be making the notes in developer guide and will implement in the separate file. Okay, then it will be quick plus easy to remember. List of property. Okay, so come next. Create the next file. Next file. Give the file name form1 form. Form1. 1-digit 1. .html, no space. See how I have given the file name. Let's follow like that. Form1.html. Form1.html. Okay, let's go in that page. Start from HTML and follow the body tag. And after that, inside, follow one table tag. Table we will be using for a few days till we are not aware of CSS. Once we come under the CSS, we'll start avoiding the table. We will use the CSS property value to make better look at this page. Okay, so table is the tag name, align is the property, and center is the value. Cell padding is the property, and some number whichever you write is called as a value. After that, caption is the tag name. Here h1 also as a tag name. Then you will ask inside the caption why you follow h1, because caption will come very small font size. h1 will make as a bigger font size. Whether we can follow the font or we can follow the h1. If you give h1, then top, left, right, bottom, you will have a space. If you use the font, you will not have the space. Now write in this called contact us. After that, come down below. Come down below. Write inside a tr as a th. For the heading purpose, as full name. Then td. Input type equal to text, and follow a property called placeholder equal to enter your name. This become a property in this file. Placeholder become a property, and value you given call enter your name. Placeholder is a property. Enter your name is a value. If you run the page, under the text box by default it will display enter your name. Under the text box by default it will display enter your name. Please check once. So run the file. One text box will appear with the placeholder called enter your name. In the previous file, the text box was going here, there. Now text box is under the control of TD. TD is under the TR. TR is under the table. And for table, we said like, okay, you be in center. Don't go there. So table will be in the center. Text box will also be organized properly. We have many properties. Let's write one by one. Go ahead. Okay, let's come down right below a TR. Inside you follow a TH. Example email ID. Email ID. Follow a TD. Input type equal to email. Email is small only. Placeholder equal to enter email ID. Ready? Something like this. Go next. TR, TH, mobile number. Write a TD. Input type equal to number. Placeholder. Enter mobile number. Full name, email ID, mobile number. Now after that, add one more TR. TH, your message. TD, text area open, text area close, placeholder, enter your message. Look similar, something like this. Now we have to give a button so the user can click on button. Without button, where they'll click? Without button, user cannot click anywhere. So we will be giving a solid button. After filling the form, people will click on submit button. Next button we need, next TR we need to create a button. Next TR, create a button. TH you can follow here. And inside the TH, you will write a button called send a message. So there is a two type of button you have. One is type equal to submit, SUBMIT. We will discuss what is the submit, and there is a button called type equal to reset called clear. But as of now, both button will not be functional. In the place of mobile, able to enter only single number. What is that single number? You have to type there. You don't follow the arrow key. Type manually. You can enter n number of unlimited number. You can enter. You need to type there. Let's go next. After that, only one number is taken. Very good. Look at here in our page, when I type here, taking multiple number for us. How it is taking only one number for you? Other people can type, you are able to type one or multiple? Multiple. You can send your line code, what you have written. Okay. Now see button is coming in the left hand side, or I will send my code. You replace that. Entire TD. Enter mobile number. I have sent the code, replace that. Now see mobile number is the button, both button is coming in the left hand side. We have an option called call a span equal to 2. Call a span equal to 2. For TH. For TH, if you write call a span 2, then TH will cover the full width, the space of 2 column, and then your button will appear in the middle. That's for call a span 2. Button will appear in the middle. Input type equal to number, TRT, the code is similar. There is no difference. You are doing something wrong. Because of that, you are not able to type multiple number. So button are appear in the middle. To button. Now for this table, we can give a BG color. We have a property called BG color. BG color, BG COLOR equal to some color, maybe orange color, light green color, pink color, blue color, sky blue color, any color you give. BG color is a orange. I will make you host and I will see what is the problem. Okay, if you are doing something wrong, then we'll guide you. Hope looks similar till here. Something like this. This is called input elements. In this, we will be giving the hyperlink on the top. Okay. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, Form 6. And from this page, we can go to the any page. Okay. Come down below. In the same page, maybe after the table, write a paragraph, keep inside, align equal to center, and write there one hyperlink, ahref, call next page, form2.html, there we can write go next, You can send your entire file here. Who is the problem? Muskan. Send your entire file. I will run your file in my system and then I'll show you if any problem. You can send a complete file in the chat. Okay, so hope looks similar. Hyperlink is ready. Go next. From go next, once we click, it will go to the next page. In the next page, there will be a form. In that, there will be two links, back and next. So back will come to this page, next will go to the next page. 6-7 pages you will create, you will become comfortable. In this, you have used only one property. Which one? Placeholder. Okay, we will make a note of that all. We will make a guide also. We'll make a proper notes. We'll see. You are sending your code. Okay. Let me copy your code entire. After copy entire code, I will paste in the current file. So this is the file. I will paste your entire code here, or let me create another file. I have seen that. Something.html I have given. After that, I run the file. After that, this is the phone number. We are able to enter the how many number? Multiple number. Okay, then you are doing something wrong. Overall, see, this is the way. This is your code only now. It's working multiple lines. We are able to enter. Okay, you can type there. It will work. Don't write the alpha. Write only number. This is your code, right? It's working properly. Okay, so hope remaining other people have the no problem. Okay. You can check in some other browser. It will work. Okay, then we'll see you again tomorrow. Today, unfortunately, I went somewhere. Some hospital work came in between. Okay, let me share this file again. Tomorrow class time same 4:15 we can try login. I went somewhere. 4:15 if you are starting means somewhere at least on time we can start. Okay. If 4:30 is the time, then it's becoming 4:45. Okay. Okay, then this video, I think yesterday video I have sent in the YouTube chat. You got no link. This video will get converted by evening, night or morning. I will send you.